Hey there, Battalion fans, and welcome back to Battalion Marching Orders. Today's guest is Ty Hollett, who's entering his second year with the troops. Now, Ty, it was just announced earlier today that the season will be starting on February 4th with 8 teams making the playoffs, a 40-game schedule. I mean, I know it's recent news, but what do you make of all these new developments?
It's really terrible. We can't get back to playing, but it's the way she goes with this whole COVID stuff. So got to take precautions and hopefully get back as soon as possible.
What are your thoughts on 8 teams making the playoffs? A little bit harder for you guys now.
Yeah. I think we got a solid roster looking at this year. I think we got a good chance of being one of those 8 teams for sure, and hopefully going to the Memorial Cup.
So let's talk about your off season. It's been an extended one. How have you been keeping busy?
Well, I'm in the gym 3 times a week, and I'm on the ice as much as I can. I got a pretty solid training schedule, so I've been grinding, you can say.
Any new and weird hobbies that you picked up during the quarantine?
Just a whole lot of video games. That's it.
What's your game?
A whole lot of Chell. I like Chell, and I like NBA 2K.
All right, so you're a sports gamer.
Yeah.
So you're from like the Ottawa region there too. I mean, what got you into hockey? What are your first memories at the rink?
First memories are just waking up, 5, 6 a.m. Mom driving me to hockey, getting Timmy's on the way too. Just like every little hockey player, right? Just soaking in those memories, early wake ups, home dress, that kind of stuff.
How old were you when you got put on skates for the first time?
It was about 4.
All right, and just from there, were you always in love with it?
Yeah, I was actually a lacrosse player, believe it or not, before I played hockey. I played for around 8 years, and then sort of dropped that off and put all my attention towards hockey, and just fell in love ever since.
Yeah, what made you decide to stay with hockey over lacrosse? Because I know a lot of players kind of have to make that decision at one point or another when they play 2 different sports.
Yeah, just hockey. How can you not love the sport as a Canadian? Outdoor rinks, you got all these accessibilities. It's just a way more fun sport in my opinion.
Were you always a blue liner?
I was actually a forward my first year AAA, and then my second year AAA I switched to a D-man actually, and I've only been playing for about 3 or 4 years now.
How do you feel like you've taken to the new position of being a blue liner here too? Like what's the biggest adjustment when you're going from up front to the back end?
Well, it's actually good that I was a forward because it really helps my offensive game as well. And then moving back to the blue line, I've sort of really struggled to, stay on the blue line and not play more as a forward because I like to rush the puck. I like to get assists, score goals, stuff like that. But yeah, that adjustment wasn't too hard for me, but it still was an adjustment that I had to make.
So you played for the U18 Naven Grad's AAA team. Now, I'm not exactly sure what that is, but you were on that team as a 15-year-old, and you put up some reasonable numbers there too. How do you feel like that experience in that year helped in your development and then eventual drafting into the OHL here?
It definitely helped me out. I had some pretty solid coaches. They were pretty good to me, helping me when I was 15, getting up, practicing, playing with the juniors as well. Just that little extra push that they gave me really helped me out, and ended up getting picked by North Bay.
Yeah, let's talk about draft day. I mean, your 4th round pick, is that where you were kind of expecting to go, and were you expecting to come up north here?
I had an idea of where I was going to go. It was either between 2 to 4. So, I was really hoping it would be in that range, and luckily it was. And I toured North Bay at the start of the year in May of 2019, and really enjoyed the city, really liked the arena as well. So it was either between a few teams, but North Bay was definitely up there, and wasn't too surprised when I got picked by them.
Right on. And now, unfortunately, you didn't get to suit up in a whole lot of games with the troops last season, only 6 to your credit there too. But hey, you still made your OHL debut. Tell me what you remember from that experience.
Well, my OHL debut was actually in my hometown, so that was a pretty special moment. There was a full house there, just playing in front of that many fans, and then my family being there, a couple friends. It was just you can't explain that feeling. You can't. It's just amazing.
Now you spent most of the year in the CCHL and with a couple of call-ups up to the troops here too. What were the things that the staff wanted you to work on down in junior?
Just perfecting the game. That D side of the puck, that was a big thing for me. Getting involved in the rush, becoming that offensive threat as well. Just little things like that, just sharpen up a bit.
So how do you feel like you did develop over that last season with a little bit of OHL experience too? You got a bit of a taste of a whole bunch of different levels. Did you feel yourself grow as a player last year?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I had like playing with the older guys. It's just they're such great mentors to you, great buddies. I had a great captain, Jacob Shankar. He was great to me, involved me in the team right away. Just amazing guy.
Now you're coming into this season, and there's a lot of blue line talent on the battalion here too. How confident are you in being able to crack that top six?
Oh, I'm confident. I've been training hard. Had a pretty solid few games last year. Got into a fight, had a couple good games. So I'm pretty confident I'll make that lineup this year.
Do you thrive under that extra bit of competition, knowing that it's not a for sure thing?
Of course. That's what makes it better.
Now, I want to get to know you as a player, though, too, because, I mean, fans only got to see you suit up for 6 games last year. I haven't personally seen you play either, so I want to know, what kind of defenseman are you?
I like to consider myself maybe a two-way. Like to be involved on the offensive side of the game, but also have that solid lockdown defense. I like running the power play. That's my big thing, being the quarterback, running the point. I love to shoot the puck too, so if someone's in front of the net, that's definitely has a good chance of getting in the back.
So you like the point shots, but I got to ask you, are you more of like a PK Subban tickle the rafters clap bomb action, or more of a John Klingberg little flicker through the traffic?
Definitely the big slap shot like PK he's got. Yeah, for sure.
And that kind of leads to my next question, a bit of a hypothetical for you here too. If you were to take one single quality from any NHL defenseman right now and have it in your game, what would it be?
Probably the skating ability of Brent Burns. He's just such a big lad, and he gets around the ice like a figure skater. So being able to skate like that, especially me at being 6'4", like I just strive to be that good of a skater.
Geez, you're 6'4". You're listed as 6 feet tall on the battalion website. So did you have a bit of a growth spurt over the summer then, or what?
Well, I was measured at like 6'2.5" when I was at training camp, and then I'm around 6'4" and a bit. So.
Do you feel like that you're going to be able to use that a little bit of exercise to your advantage this year?
For sure. Yeah.
And just last season, the battalion were within a couple of points of the playoff spot before the season got canceled here too. A young team who's got a lot of experience. You're among those young players who's looking to make a splash here too. What do you just make of all of the off-season additions, just the team that's kind of coming together here as we're approaching the season eventually? What can we expect out of the troops this year?
Well, you can expect a bunch of guys that want to win. We were a couple points short last year, and we were really on a streak there. Had a good streak going, winning a lot of games, and I feel this year we're just coming back with that edge. Really want to, make something happen. Like you said, create a splash.
And you personally in your development, or what are some of the personal goals? I know it's a team game, but I know you're always thinking of improving yourself. What's something that you want to accomplish this year?
Well, last year, something off ice, my fitness wasn't fully there. I wasn't in the gym as much as I should have been. This year, I really took the time to get in the gym, get stronger, drop that body fat, really just become leaner and that much better on the ice as well.
And just lastly, what can battalion fans come to expect if they tune in this year?
You can expect a gritty player that wants something good to happen this year with the team, that's for sure.
Ty Hollett of the North Bay Battalion, thank you very much for the time.
Thanks, Greg.